fool.
I take it you won't yield without a fight, eh?
You got that much right.
In that case, you leave me with no other option. I'll get you. Mercy, spare me!
All right, I'll spare you. But I want to know what the fuck is the meaning of all this.
I'll explain it all to you. I was just after your coin. I really need it.
And does that give you the right to steal?
No, I realize that. I'd rather the ground swallowed me up for shame. To take to robbing in the twilight of my life. And then to fail at it.
That's true. This ambush of yours wasn't much of a success. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
How should I know? You shouldn't be robbing in the first place.
But I need money.
Well, why not get it honourably? You're a knight. Can't you go and fight somewhere or find someone to protect?
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
Cut it short. Otherwise you might drop dead before you get to the end.
Until recently, I served in Sigismund's army, but I had a quarrel with the commander, one Zavish of Garbov. We insulted each other so much that I ended up losing my temper and challenging him to a duel.
And you lost?
We each bet our horse, our armor, and knightly honor. And I lost all of it.
You want me to feel sorry for a thief? Try that at church.
Laugh if you like, but I had to do something. We were getting supplies in Betchwar, and Zavish had the whole village torched without blinking an eye. I was the only one who spoke up against it.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And you seemed like a skilled fighter. That's why I chose you. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should be capable of defending themselves.
Well, you reap what you sow. It could have turned out a lot worse. What did you expect?
That's some nerve! He's got straw sticking out of his boots, and he's going to lecture the nobility? Keep your money, and get out of my sight. Ah! Do you want to kill me?
Go! Gah! Gah! Quick!
Gather round, good men, so you can avoid danger.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Oh.
So much work. Christ, what do you want?
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Pray and beg him to free you from base desires. Beg him for forgiveness for being brought into this world by a woman.
I'll have a look at the word about the price.
Sure. Aye. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
There now. Quick! Quick!
Whoa!
You! Get out, now! I'm counting to 10! Hey!
I want to talk to Andrew Ramhead.
All right. We'll find the commander at the entrance to the encampment. But be quick, and no fooling around.
Huh? Hey, you there. This is a military encampment, not an alehouse. So you better have good reason to be here. And I'll be glad to hear it.
I came to talk to you.
Hurry up then. I haven't got all day. Welcome to my humble encampment, lad. In the name of Sigismund, by the grace of God, King of Hungary and Croatia, tell me what you're doing here and what your intentions are.
I was looking for a thunderstone, and the trail has brought me here.
Well, what a curious coincidence that is. I captured a rebel just the other day. I'm sure you'll be interested to hear he knows a thing or two about thunderstones. But it's a little more complicated than that.
How so?
Well, either way, the fact is he attacked us, and in so doing he has trespassed against the majesty of the king. But in my view, anyone can make a mistake. And I'm a decent fella at heart, so I'm willing to let him go. For a price.
All I need is a quick word with Hensel.
No talking to him. He's a rebel. You can either stump up, and then you can do what you will with him, or fuck off.
Look, Hensel and his associates had a good and just reason to attack you. So release him now, or I'll finish what they started.
What the? You're either tough as nails or a complete fucking idiot. But fine. I don't feel like finding out on account of that oath. Have it your way. He's all yours. Untie him, and then fuck off. I don't want to see you here again.
Hey,
Scram!
by all the
Right
saints,
now.
don't leave me here.
Please, untie me!
Clear off!
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks. Thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am. But I'm not hanging around here any longer.
Whatever you want, but first, I need to get out of here, all right?
You all right?
Yeah, I am. All things considered. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. God knows what they would have done to me in the end. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you big time, Henry. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble. But grateful nonetheless.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound, is he?
In a manner of speaking. He got shot, but nothing serious.
What about Stislav?
I have no idea.
Ah, well, I hope he's all right and all.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Tomlin in Horsham, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was the stupidest I've ever had. It brought us no luck, no protection. Well, the opposite, in fact.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that matters to him. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdo to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something. Well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra. That stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Suchdol.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they hid some of their spoils.
Clever. Take what you can, and stash the rest for later.
I'd have helped myself to it, but think of it as my way of thanking you. I just hope they weren't making it up, and you find something there.
I'll take a look around and see. Thanks for telling me.
Well, it's the least I can do. And good luck with that bloody stone, though my advice would be to steer well clear of it.
Good. Easy, good horse. Go! Go! Ja! Quick! Ja! Ja! Whoa!
The Lord be with you.
Greetings to you. Greetings.
That's right.
What's that noise? And I was beginning to worry what that was. But it's just you.
Excuse me?
Now just this.
Nothing suits your fancy, eh? Greetings.
God be with you.
I'm sorry.
Apples! Juicy apples!
Onions!
Good day.
Vegetables! Horseradish here! Have you got anything to eat?
Not your day, eh? What did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I could hardly feel it anymore. But recently, some joker passed by and put a dead fish in my breeches. So you don't end up here.
God bless you. Christ, what a day that was.
Greetings. What do you want?
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsh, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Brookhans down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
A Minerva owl? I assume that doesn't bode well, does it?
No, not at all. An owl on your roof means death is closing in. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing. It can still protect us from all manner of misfortune.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be, but I'll not be wanting to lose that stone.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed, you'll gift me the stone.
Why would I do that? The stone is bound to help him.
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right, but only if you help him.
Of course. I'll take a look at him and see what I can do.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure the Reaper's nearby. You'll find Peter in his room.
All right. I'll take a look at him and see if there's anything I can do. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. That may be able to explain a few things, especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this before. I'm starting to believe that stone really did draw you here. So, ask around on the farm if you need to. We'll all be at your service.
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better check the whole room, just in case.
Do whatever it takes to help Peter.
Can you think of something that might help me healing? Anything?
I can't. I'm desperate myself. I've tried just about everything. Peter is just an ordinary Cooper. We've lived here for years. We go to church. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. This last time he had some business in Pechgau, near Golin, but he came back empty-handed. Breathless and confused. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job, just spending time in his workshop. Lord knows what he was doing in there. Then he went to bed, and since then, he's just been lying there. He doesn't eat. Not even the potions are helping. He doesn't sleep a wink at night. At least, I don't think he does. If I stopped sleeping too, our homestead would fall apart.
I'll ask him why he can't sleep. What's tormenting him?
Try that. He won't speak to me about anything. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. Or maybe just protecting me from something. See you later, my friend.
Peter, my name is Henry. I'm here to help you.
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me, as if Mlada didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. I'll examine you. Just by eye. Pale skin. Dark circles under the eyes. A downcast expression on the face. I don't see any bruises. A few calluses and cuts on the hands. Nothing unusual for a craftsman after a hard day in the workshop.
I told you, I'm not in any pain. Just let me lie here.
Irritability. No foul odor. Bodily humours aren't leaking. And you aren't bleeding.
But I will, when Sigismund's horde gets here.
Why would Sigismund attack Suchtal?
He does as he pleases. You have no idea how many villages he's plundered already.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress is the last thing Sigismund would want to do now.
The fortress is what's bothering him. That's why he'll destroy it. And us with it.
I don't know about that. Don't be alarmed. I need to take a closer look. Let's see. No swelling. No cancer on the skin. Does this hurt?
Nothing hurts.
Your palms are cold. Your muscles are tense. And your heart's pounding so hard you could hear it all the way to Prague. You seem like you're ready to fight. Or flee.
They're getting close now.
Who is?
The soldiers. Sigismund's men.
Well, physically, you seem fine, Peter. It's strange.
I'm a weakling. A weakling.
What are your nights like? Mlada said you don't sleep much.
I just stare at the wall. I try to sleep during the day, but it's not much better.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's ailing you. I assume it's dark thoughts that keep you up at night.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep coming to Lord Pisek's fortress, I'm always hearing hoofbeats. And they startle me.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress? What's so unusual about that?
And what do you think they're doing here, eh? Preparing for war. That's what.
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war, he'd be gathering a lot more men here than a couple of nobles.
Folk ought to be scared to leave the village. Mezoles is gone. And when I saw Opatovitz, Suchtol is next. I'm sure of it.
What am I going to do with you, Peter? There's nothing wrong with you physically, so it must be an ailment of the soul. The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind, but you'll have to change your diet as well, so you don't just drink potions. And last but not least, some words of encouragement wouldn't be amiss. You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'll get things ready and be back soon. Peter, let's talk about how we can help you. I have some suggestions for treatment.
I'm listening.
You should drink the chamomile decoction. If you wait a while, I'll get some. Wait a moment. I examined Peter. His body is fine, but he's plagued by a crippling restlessness of soul.
What are we going to do about it? How do you heal the soul? A cold compress? Prayer?
Prayer certainly won't hurt, but don't worry. There are several things that could help Peter. Making the chamomile decoction is important. It's made of wine, chamomile, and sage. You boil them briefly together and strain it. It's not hard, and even if you don't do it exactly right, it'll still help Peter.
Would you bring him some before I learn to brew it?
I'll get everything. Just keep at it and don't give up.
Very well, but hurry. I'm worried about what's going on in his head, and that he'll do something to himself the Lord can never forgive. See you later, my friend. It happens. Just watch where you're going. Next time.
Go!
I'll have a beer.
Hey! Are you trying to kill me?
Quick! Die! Die! Whoa!
Slow down, you idiots! Christ, that stings! At least it stops the bleeding.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
I don't know what your task is, but it can definitely wait until morning.
The night is still young.
Good lord. You young bucks have stamina to give away.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word.
I'm sorry.
And the women folk are pissed off.
Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the monastery, shagging the nuns while we suffer.
That's impossible.
Herzlich willkommen.
It's happening.
No, I mean the bit about the nuns. Said let's it.
How's it going?
Sehr interessant.
What of it? So is there a...
Zum Glück nicht. Not if you're looking for einen Pfuschen. Try your luck.
Let's fight.
And what will it be?
I just want to...
And what's your...
I'll take a staff.
Good,
Take a staff as well.
good.
Of course.
When I should attack.
Stop just defending yourself.
Ja. Wanker! Hey, Scheiße! Verdammter Mistkerl! Mistkerl! Du verdammter Mistkerl! Was? I would say that's enough, no?
I'll come back once I'm rested.
I understand.
All right, I've had enough for today.
Ender. What's wrong?
Now, that was enough. I need to rest.
I understand.
Greetings to you.
I'd like to...
Certainly.
I could use the company.
Don't worry. Once.
I can't wait.
All right.
I'll gladly pay you.
Wonderful.
Next time, just do what you want to me, and that's that. I prefer when a fella leaves here satisfied. Christ, pardon me!
Excuse me.
How was your trip? The journey itself was great. No delays, nice weather.
Hail.
Good afternoon.
I'll have a look.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
God bless.
Peter, I want to discuss you. You should drink the...
Great. Another potion.
This one will help you sleep. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake during the day, you'll feel much better. You'll see. Proper sleep will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take hold of you again, your body will have the strength to fight it. Every morning you'll be stronger and stronger until you're able to work again.
We'll see about that.
You need to start eating again, even if you don't have an appetite. First, ask Mlada to get you some honey and add it to your gruel.
You think some honey is gonna save me?
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach, first of all. But you have to admit Mother Nature has it well thought out. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding and feverfew with fevers, honey coats your humours so that they can't get out of balance so easily. Any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through thick honey. So it could hardly get from your stomach to your head. And soon you'll be as busy as a bee again, and getting on swimmingly. Which brings me to my next piece of advice. Start eating fish more regularly. Some nice fatty ones, ideally. Fat in the belly will surely stop gloom from getting through. Same as with the honey.
I suppose that makes sense.
A bit of prayer won't hurt. Lord, have mercy on Peter here, and lift from him the weight of his affliction. For you have laid upon him this affliction to try him. And you see that Peter, O Lord, endures your trial patiently and without contradiction. Unless you, O Lord, relieve Peter of his illness, no physician in the world can. I beg of you, O Lord, heal his soul and let his body once again find its lost balance. Amen.
Amen.
Listen, Peter. I know you're worried about the army that's passing through the country. I'm not much of a speaker, but let me tell you something from the heart. If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, trust me when I tell you, when it comes down to it, it ends up being a one-on-one fight. And you'd be surprised how much strength and courage you can find when you're backed into a corner. So don't run from your fear. Laugh in its face instead.
I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about Mlada.
Then keep reminding yourself of that. Look at me, a blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am now? Because I decided I'll never turn my back on my loved ones again.
You're right. I mustn't leave Mlada to fend for herself.
Don't run from the fight. Especially the one going on inside your head. Well then, I've tried my best, and I hope it's helped at least a little. I'll come back in a few days and see how you and Mlada are doing. I examined Peter, found out what I could, and tried to cure him. I'll come back to see you in a few days. Until then, it's hard to say how things will turn out.
Thank you. I'll pray for you and for Peter's recovery.
Besides praying, don't forget about the chamomile decoctions.
I won't. Thank you very much, Henry. Farewell.